All right, hello and welcome. I just want to share an update of my new Rebrand Express system. All right, so if you missed the previous update, previous video, this is a new system. The reason why I created this is because I personally wanted a quick and simple system that, regardless of what I'm personally promoting, um, I wanted to put something in place where I could get a funnel out there within seconds. Um, and people would leads would just go straight the way through, and I could completely customize the entire funnel. um, so I love MLM Lead Pro. That's my flagship system. I love it. But with this, if you just needed a funnel and you're promoting something brand new and you just didn't want to put it inside MLM Lead Pro, and I feel that would be just selfish of me, I just decided to create a system like this, that would allow me to me and my team, and you guys, if you're on board with me and you're partnered up with me, you can use this system to create any funnel imaginable, without having to worry about your leads coming through and joining a membership system and and having to join some core programs that you perhaps weren't necessarily passionate about or whatever. So you can just control what the whole experience of the funnel will be. So I've done a few updates of this now. So prior to updating this, you could only create capture pages, but now you can create entire funnels, okay, including the redirect page, and it's incredibly intuitive. You log in, you get your walkthrough video, but I need to update that as well with the new features. But you go to my pages, and before you just had capture pages, but now you've got landing pages as well. So you can string them together and make an entire funnel. So you can just categorize them. You can go to capture pages and you can see all your capture pages. And you can see which lists that they have or that they're attached to, because you can create multiple lists. And once you added your lists within the system, you don't need to re-add the lists. They're already saved in there. You just select them as you create a new page. So creating new pages takes minutes or less. You can select your landing pages. So it's using the same intuitive system to create the landing page. Now, for those of you who know my MLM Lead Pro, or if you are using this already, you'll know that the setup is quite quick and simple, but it basically follows the same features. So if you were going to create a page, now it's not create a landing page. It's not create a capture page anymore. It's just simply creating a page. You decide what kind of page you want to create. So you create a new page. Okay, and you still have the same intuitive setup. Okay, and you go through. You can select elements. You can upload your background graphic if you want. You can upload your optional. You can upload your graphics. Okay, you can choose from a selection of call to action buttons, color scheme, and now here is where you have the redirect. So you can put a redirect to any page on the internet. It's up to you. You can also select an existing landing page that's already in the system. So if you've already created a landing page, not a capture page, a landing page, you can select that, and that'll be your next step in the funnel. So you're basically creating the entire funnel. And also, you can also add a video as well. Okay. Now here is the fun part. Okay, disable lead capture form. Okay, use this page as a simple landing page. So if you do that, you're basically creating a landing page. If you do that, you're basically creating a lead capture page, and it'll automatically allow you to select your list, your built-in list. So if you've got a list that you've added, and you add all your lists in here from your Leads Leap account, you can add and you can label them, and you can have multiple lists, and you can select which list you want. But if you're creating a landing page, you don't even need to select one. Okay. Now let me just go back and onto my pages and just show you what a landing page looks like. So, if you had a landing page, it'll look something like this. Okay. So I've got a video in there, and a call to action button. And when they click here, it'll just go to whatever redirect URL you are using for that particular page. Now it could be a page. So for example, here, this is where the graphic isn't shown. So I'm remove the graphic, so you can select whether you want a graphic or not. Okay, so that's why it looks central and the video looks bigger. So you might want to use this for the landing page. And then also, this is also HTML, so you can add your own HTML. So if you go here, let me just see which page that is. So this one, edit the page. So as you can see, you can use HTML. You also got some snippets that you can use. Okay. So you could really create a full-blown landing page. It's up to you, what you want to put in there. And then the button here. So if you've selected this to be a landing page, then the form doesn't exist, but instead it replaces it with the button, and that would go straight to whichever page you want. So if you click here, you can go to your registration page on whichever company you're promoting, or it could go to a free tour if you're promoting something like Live Good, or it could go to a training page, a webinar page, a sign up page, whatever. It's up to you. You just control. So right the way down here. So this is the redirect. So if this is a capture page, this will just simply act as the redirect for the capture page. If this page is a landing page, the URL you put in here will act as the immediate call to action button. Okay, the link. Okay, so you're not really changing much. You're just toggling this just to turn it into a landing page. The rest of it stays. You just decide what you want on the page, and you just create your pages, and then you can string them together. I mean, basically, you could create an entire funnel, 3, 4, 5 steps, as many steps as you want. So, for example, if you have your main capture page, okay. So for example, let's have a look, let's go back. So if you have your initial capture page, so you can just go to capture pages, see what capture pages you have. I've made this page, okay. And then, so you've got a capture page, all right. And it's got the form on there, obviously, because you selected to be a capture page. And then when they click here and they enter, they go straight to the next page, and then they see the video presentation, okay, because you can put videos on there now, which is really cool. You can add a little bit more information about it, and then you could even add, if you've got videos, if you've got a screenshots or whatever, you can upload those as well, because you can add images, and then when you click here, it'll go to the join page of whatever company you're promoting. So, but you could also string another page if you wanted to create an additional next step page, because when you're on the edit page, so if I edit here, so edit this one, for example, and I could select this button. Okay, I purposely put this button in there in case you wanted to create a next step, like maybe get access to tools or traffic or resources or additional training or whatever. It's up to you. So yeah, you could basically create an entire full multi-step funnel, okay, giving them access to all kinds of different things. And on that next page, you could give them, access to training, and there's always going to be a call to action button that you can use for on each page. So that's powerful. So you don't have to use the video if you don't want to, but the great thing is that even the video, you can add Vimeo. Okay, so it's optional. You can add Vimeo videos, you can add YouTube videos, you can even add a Loom video. Okay. Actually, I did that. I added a Loom video because Loom's really quite easy just to record a video on Loom. I think it was this one. Yeah, this is a Loom video. I just added the Loom link, and it automatically embeds it on the page. So adding a Loom video is quite easy. You don't have to mess around with YouTube or anything. So, you could really create an entire funnel literally within seconds, and it also gets translated on the fly. So you select the translation, and it translates it on the fly. So you've got a lot of potential here to create whatever funnel you are. So the scenario is you've joined a company, maybe you're in pre-launch, for example, or you just want to get you're excited, you want to get an offer out really, really quickly, and you don't have a capture page, but you don't want to send your leads directly to your corporate page, and you just want to get yourself set up. This will get you set up in minutes. All right, so get on the link below. You can register, and if you're partnered up with me, you'll be able to. I'll be able to upgrade you, but you need to register first. Okay, so don't reach out to me asking for an account. You can register for an account. You'll get a free account. Okay, but in order to properly use it, you need to request access. Okay, so you'll get a demo trial user account with this system. Okay, Rebrand Express, so you can test the whole thing out. Okay, you've even got share codes. I will add some more share codes. And if you like it, you want access, you'll be able to see some businesses, opportunities that I am involved in. And the reason why I put that in there, is simply because this is not free. Okay, I'm not going to give this system out for free. I've put a lot of work into this. So if you're partnered up with me in Live Good or Save Club or Leads Leap or any other program, or Super Patch, okay, I'd be happy to work with you. All right, and then I'll give you access to this. Okay. But some people came to me and said, "Oh, I used to be in that with you a long time ago." But that's guys, if you're partnered up with me now, today, and continuously, and you intend to stay with me, you get access to this for free. All right. Hope that makes sense. Cheers, guys. Get on the link below and register. And then if you like it and you want to partner up with me, get in touch. Request to have access, and then I'll upgrade your account, but you need to register first. All right. Cheers, guys. Bye for now.